there, family. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new and you like what you see, or you just like, interested in this video or interested in my channel or any of those awesome things, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would truly love it, and we would love to accept you part of our family here in Goddess Touch. So today's video is a little bit of a reflection of 2017 as well as expectation video for this year, or 2018. I've been rumbling with different ideas in my head on like what video I could do to bring in the new year and all this good stuff. And honestly, all the ideas that I've had before January 1st were okay, but I wasn't as confident in them. But the best idea came to me after the new year, which is pretty funny, but hey man. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this New Year Better Me tag reflection video. So yeah, if you want to know more about me and my thoughts on my year and what I want to do in 2018, so to start off this video, we're going to talk about what the single best thing that happened to me in the past year. The single best thing I want to say that happened to me in the past year was I did some digging deep within myself, and I started I started a self-love journey. I would say that I wasn't too happy about who I was as a person, or not really who I was as a person. Like I have never been an evil, malicious person. I'm not saying I haven't done anything bad to people, but I don't do it intentionally to hurt people. There's been times where I've done something and it's an accident. Like it wasn't intentional to hurt, but it hurt people, and I have to live with that. And that's just part of life. Like you're gonna do things that people aren't necessarily gonna be happy with. So yeah, but being able to say that, I was never able to say that, and I would always beat myself up about certain things that would happen that would be out of my power for the most part. And I just, for a long time I hated myself. I didn't like where I was in life. I didn't like the experiences that I was having. I just didn't like a lot of things that were happening to me and around me and with me. So I just got to a point where I was like, I gotta do something different. And it has to start like with me. Like it doesn't start with the job. It doesn't start with your financial situation. It doesn't start with the type of clothes you're wearing. It doesn't start with anything like that. It starts within, and it starts as my cat, y'all. If he wants to show his face, there he goes. His name is Venus. But yeah, so like, if it ever gets to a point where you feel like you have to change something, don't start with the clothes you're wearing or anything. Don't start with, the hair or anything like that. I mean, well, some people, feel like that's a good place to start. But for me personally, I got to a point where I was like, I need to change my mindset and just how I think, and just, just personally, like how I move, how I react to certain situations, and how I, sustain myself mentally through the bad. So the single best thing that happened to me this year, and just to condense it all, is that I was able to realize that I needed to change something about myself, and I started on that journey. Because it's a journey. It's not, for 3 months I'm going to do this, or for 4 months. It's every single day you wake up, you have to work towards being the better you, period. That's it. What was the single most challenging thing that happened this past year in 2017? Besides me facing my demons and really like looking myself in the mirror and saying, you need to change, that's gotta go. Besides that, I think it was seeing people around me for who they really were, people who I really was close to, things like that. I think that was a huge challenge for me, because I felt like I had mastered finding good people, or how would you say this? I thought I had mastered like reading people. And honestly, in the way life is set up these days, it's so not easy to do that. Like, people would put on the front that y'all, my cat is really tripping. He misses me. I just got home. Anyway, even though people can put up a front, and people put up good fronts, like the best fronts, they can still underhand you and like rip that rug up under you. And I think that was the challenging thing for me last year, because I saw a lot of people that I was dealing with, and whether they were guys, friends, whatever, associates, I saw them and I was like, what okay. I was really not happy about it, because I was like, that's just okay, all right, whatever, you know. And I think me starting my self-love journey helped me cope through those things, because that was part of it. So yeah. What was an unexpected joy this past year? Unexpected joy, I got a raise and promotion at my job, and it was a bittersweet moment for me, because I know I deserved it, but it's just like, dang, like I know now, like if I haven't worked hard before, this is gonna be like the time where I work the hardest. But you know, it wasn't to the point where I was like, I'm scared, but it's new, you know, it's a new thing for me, so I just had to deal with it, you know. What was an unexpected obstacle? Unexpected obstacle, I think this goes back into like seeing people, whatever, but relationships. I didn't expect my relationship with certain people to be a hindrance or a setback for me, but a lot of them were, which is, you know, it's a sad thing to say, and that's not to bash anybody, because that's not my goal with saying that. It's just more of like, dang. And realizing that, you know, you hold on to relationships that are truly detrimental, and you know they're detrimental, but it's like, I really was, you know, I'm a loyal person. I'm a strong believer in, like, if you bled with me, you gonna win with me, period. That's how I always saw it, and that's how I still see to this day. It's just certain people, they ain't really bleeding with you like you think they are, you know. Or some people just don't hold that up to their morals. But me, morally, personally, if you bled with me, if we went through the storm together, then, you know what I mean, like, you always got a friend in me, you always got a reserve in me, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm always ready to do for anybody who's ready to do for me, period. And that's just that. And I think that was a big hang up for me, like, you know. So yeah, you know, just being able to just realize that everybody's relationship, it is only meant to go but so far, right? So yeah, that was that. Biggest personal challenge. What was my biggest personal challenge? Biggest personal challenge was my weight loss journey. So yeah, this year around August, I decided to change up my diet. So I went vegan. As of now, I'm not necessarily a vegan all the way, but mostly 90% vegan. You know, here and there I do what I do. But it started with that, and then it went from just eating better to now I want to lose some weight, because I lost a couple pounds, and I'll get into that in another video, but I lost a couple pounds and I was like, I can really do this. And so I went from that to just like, I had set a goal. I really was eating at a certain calorie, like I was really going in on it. And that in itself was a journey for me, because I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about health. I learned a lot. And, you know, and it led into like mental growth as well. So I was already on a mental growth journey, mental growth journey already with the self-love thing. But the health and that part really locked and they go hand in hand. So that in itself was like huge for me, because I hadn't really actually done anything like that before. Like, you know, I tried my best to lose a couple pounds and I'd lose it, and it wasn't nothing that for me. But now it was like I'm really trying to change my lifestyle and what I eat and how I eat and when I eat and what I like, things like that. So that was the biggest personal change, was assessing my health and just really realizing that I needed to change something, and I have the ability to do it, the power to do it, and I did it. So yeah, in what ways did you grow emotionally, spiritually, and physically? Emotionally, I'm more reserved now. Like, I have my moments where I cry and I be sad, but it's like I have learned to keep it to myself when I feel like I really need to keep it to myself. Like, there's sometimes you need to tell somebody, but for the most part, I've just gotten out of the whole like, oh, why me? Oh, why ain't me? Because you'll never really reach true happiness if you're always dwelling on the bad. And so if you're always saying, why me? You're still dwelling on the bad. So there is no growth there. You're still stuck where you're at, crying. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but you gotta get over certain things. Like certain stuff, you just gotta get over it and hustle and figure it out, you know? Emotionally or spiritually, I've grown with the way I see things. Like I've learned to not just look with these eyes, if you get what I'm saying, and stop taking things for surface value, because things are a lot deeper than the naked eye can see and perceive. And I have just been on this thing where somebody did something. There's like multiple sides to this story. I'm not going to dwell on one. And that's just like a synopsis of like my spiritual growth. There's more than one way to do things, and there's more than one way to see things, and I definitely don't just see it, you know, linear. And physically, I lost a lot of weight. It was awesome. I'm still in the process of losing weight. That's why I'm not going to talk too much about, you know, numbers and things like that. That'll be a separate video. But I lost a significant amount of weight this year. Wow, like I can't wait to show y'all like the end result, because I have come so far, so far, and boy, I feel good. Biggest time waster, crying. I wasted a lot of time crying and procrastinating. Yeah, I still think I have a problem with it to this day, where I would procrastinate. I mean, but that's we're fixing it. It's coming to a close. The procrastination is it's working. But the crying part, I had to get over that. Like, it's to the point now where like I used to cry over everything. Like, I used to really get emotional about certain stuff. And I still get emotional, but I just feel like it's a waste of energy to cry over certain things. You know, like, you literally feel drained after you cry. It's a workout to cry. Like, it's a thing to cry. And so I just think that, you know, me being able to acknowledge that is a big time waster. It's a huge time waster. And I fixed it, but it's just like, I spent a lot of time crying in 2017. You know? And 3 words to describe 2017. Triumphant. Lit. And beautiful. Honestly, I wouldn't have spent 2017 any other way. Like, it was a roller coaster. And I'm pretty sure 2018, this year is gonna have its ups and downs. Nothing is ever perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect here. But there's always growth, and so things will look better compared to last year. Like last year compared to 2017, the year 2016 compared to 2017. 2017 was a dream. So I can only imagine how much better 2018 can be, going in with a clear mind, a better mind. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm titling this video New Year Better Me, because I've put in the work already. You know, I'm putting in all the work, and there's nothing but growth from this point forward. So there is no New Year, new me. This is the same me that I had 2016, 2017. But the only difference is every time I just move forward. I move up. I move forward. I move up. I'm never backtracking. And I can commend myself for that. I can pat myself on the back because I haven't reverted back to anything that was detrimental or hindering for me. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have the people that I've had around me to guide me in certain ways that I probably wouldn't have been able to get on my own. And it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna always be perfect. Like, you're not gonna always like the things that are going in your life. So yeah, I am excited for 2018, and I hope you guys are too. And please let me know in the comment section if you want to answer any of these questions. I'm going to list them in the description box below. If anybody wants to go ahead and make a video about what their reflections are for this year, and if you want to leave down in the comment section below, you know, how you feel about 2017 compared to 2018 so far, and you know, what were your ups and downs, what were your 3 words. Like, just let me know, speak to me down in the comment section below. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and coming live and direct from my bedroom, I want to say peace. Dance at the dance, but was missing cues. You couldn't get the steps down because these are different moves. Pay attention, life is like a dice game, and your life is like a bike lane. There's more to buy than just a nice chain. New flavor for you cause your life's plain. A day inside the life with us can make your life change. Yeah. The talk is just word.